What's up, squad? This is Brandon from the Bantu Sun. Thank you so much for joining me today. Well, I have to say, is it time to say the UAE is done? At least from a geopolitical point of view. We watched a magnificent rise with the UAE. They had so many things, whether that's the Jeddah Agreement rapprochement, starting a peaceful terms, or at least a conversation between Ethiopia and Eritrea, the work they did supporting Field Marshal Khalifa Haftar in Libya as they tried to establish his forces there. And their cities are just cities, they're brands of wealth and centrality. Dubai, Abu Dhabi, Emirati Airlines, like it became the financial capital of Africa with gold and financial investments, despite not even being on the African continent. But a lot of this success was in alignment with Saudi Arabia. And recently, UAE has clashed with Saudi Arabia. We can go back to Yemen, with UAE supporting the STC, the Southern Transitional Council in Yemen, where Saudi Arabia wanted to support the traditional national government at the time, both against the Houthis. Or in Sudan, where over time it became quite obvious that the UAE were behind government forces in Sudan. Excuse me, Saudi Arabia was behind government forces in Sudan, while the UAE were supporting and more aligned with the rapid support forces from the West. Well, the rapid support forces have been in retreat. And in Yemen, the Southern Transitional Council have been destroyed by national forces with support of Saudi Arabia. Now, Saudi Arabia had some losses, and maybe they said, you know what, let's get pragmatic. And they finally aligned themselves with the biggest muscles in the region. That's Turkey and Pakistan. And they already had great relationships with Egypt. And what we're realizing is UAE did a lot of things, but they were all in alignment with Saudi Arabia. And now Saudi Arabia has put its foot down. A country three times its demography of UAE and twice the economy. So the question is, what is the future for UAE given these insurmountable odds that are getting even more insurmountable? Are they going to continue to invest in situations such as the I2U2, which might be dangerous, an economic alliance with Israel, India, and United States, trying to go outside their region? Or are they going to recognize that all is lost and it's better to be with Saudi Arabia, so close to them on the Arabian Peninsula, than against them? Love to hear your thoughts. Comment below. Like, share, subscribe if you enjoyed the content. Until next time, take care. Bantu up.